A little bit ago, I decided to post one YouTube video a day, and I have not decided when that's gonna stop. And I have not started a YouTube channel, but I've been wanting to for a few years already. Finally gave myself the task to do so. But today I want to talk about the process behind creating a YouTube video. These might look different for a few of you, depending on your gear, depending on your capabilities, your experience with things. I know that for me, it used to take a long time to make a video for myself because perfectionism and how that's your biggest enemy. The platforms that we were using to share our content are prioritizing consistency over high quality. And whenever I say high quality, I don't only mean the camera gear that you're utilizing, but I also mean the message that you're sharing, how much research you're putting on. So I know that I used to take a long time to make a video, not because that's how much it took, but because that's how much I would spend thinking again and doubting myself, or looking at a piece of content, being about to edit and say, oh my gosh, this looks so ugly. But it is so much more that it was about me, and I was being selfish because I'd rather not share that piece of content that could have helped others, show myself not looking great, or show myself not in an amazing, beautiful studio, blah, blah, blah. All this nonsense that comes to your head. And I do believe that not sharing content when you can help others, it is selfish. But that's my personal opinion. I think there is so much struggle out there when it comes to the creative process, and that there's a lot of people starting off and wanting to have that as a main source of income. They're struggling on how to create content, how to make things easier, how to create systems that will allow them to not have full production days, but reduce it to like 4-hour production days and get as much content as they've been getting. I'm going to talk about how to create a YouTube video, and it is very straightforward, at least for me. First, I sit down and I brainstorm a few ideas that I want to talk about. My topics mostly are things that I've experienced. I am about to get into some more research and share what I've been discovering, which is a little different, but I always try to keep it simple. So sit down, either do some research or write down the topics you want to talk about. Then I do a mind map. Around the topic that I'm going to talk about, I list the things that are so important for that topic that cannot be left out. Once I do that, that becomes my outline for the video. And then I make sure that I do a little bit more research to touch on every single subtopic that I put on that mind map. Once that's done, I review it a few times. I read over it. I try to simplify it so I could explain it to a 3rd or 7th grader. And this is not an insult to my audience. This is just a challenge for myself to communicate complex things and make them simple. That is really the art of communication. That is the goal that we have when we're communicating with others. It is to make things simple, to not have them work too hard whenever you're explaining something, because this information might be new for them. And what our brain does is it tries to save energy, and if something is taking too much energy, and your brain takes that as a danger, so your brain zones you out. It's not up to you. It's not up to you. It is your brain trying to save you from some danger. Now, all those classes in school that I zone out, yeah, it was dangerous times. Next comes production. I set up all my lights, and I usually do the 3 light technique. Just kill light, fill light, secondary light. I keep it very simple, very minimal as usual. I love a good minimal video that I can just focus on what matters. So I try to follow that pattern too across my work and my personal videos. And then because I have read over the mind map that I prepare, I usually go through it pretty fast. I usually can just talk it out. But if it is a very important and there is a lot of facts in the document, I utilize a teleprompter. I usually try not to read too much, just whenever it comes to the facts or numbers, so I don't mess them up, or so I don't spend so much time taking multiple takes at a time. Then I use it. I don't like using the teleprompter too much because at times you can tell that someone's reading, which is fine if you need to produce videos really fast. So once I'm done with that, I make sure I back up all the footage and the audio into my drive, and I label them. I put them in specific folders, try to stay organized so it is a lot easier to find them. I label by dates. I rarely ever label things by the name of the project per se, because I will forget. I won't forget dates, or at least is a better way for me to find videos, or to whenever I'm exploring, maybe I can reuse a video or the b-roll that I shot for that video. The editing process for me, it's very simple. I usually sync the audio with the footage. After that, I just chop off everything I don't need in the video, all the ums and or weird noises like that, or my breathing. Sometimes I run out of breath and all that stuff. You want to take it out, and I start adding any graphics, any titles that I want to put in. Then I move on to color grading, and once I'm done with that, I grab a still image from this video, and then I go to canva.com. I create the thumbnail and any other art that I need for YouTube, and once I'm done with that, I come back to DaVinci Resolve, which is where I edit the videos, and then I proceed to export this video. Once I'm done with that, I head to YouTube. I utilize ChatGPT to create short captions. Right now, my focus is on putting out as many videos as I can, so I'm not focusing too much on descriptions. Tweak the caption a little bit, because sometimes ChatGPT spits out vague information. That's my fault. The AI does whatever you ask it. So if you ask a vague question, that's what I'm gonna have as a response to. Once that's done, I just hit publish and then watch it process. It's really fun. Funny thing and the ironic thing about this is that I have not done YouTube because I thought it took a lot of time, but I think it was just I wasn't experienced enough, or I wasn't confident enough on my skills, and I have it down now to fully produce a video from beginning to end in about 2.5 hours. So if I wanted to, I can really crank them up. I've been enjoying it so far, and I love that perhaps I can help others. I know that I needed YouTube so much when I started off, and I am so thankful that there are other videographers, other filmmakers, content creators, anything that I've been curious about. I love that there's people out there putting content out without expecting anything in return. I love the creative community. We were just so giving and no gatekeeping here. Thank you for watching. So thank you for watching this video. I hope I brought value to you, and if you have any questions or want me to go more in depth or make a more detailed video about how to make a YouTube video, just let me know down in the comments. And if 10-15 of you guys want something like that, so be it. I'll create it. I'll see you in the next video.